basically, because they have so much trade going on, the empire can tax that trade. And basically, like, if they're taxing this trade, they can make a lot of money. They really can make a ton of money because people are bringing goods from all around the world to Constantinople, dropping them off, and then the Byzantine Empire, basically all it has to do is, these things are here, we just need to tax them, and we can make a profit off of that. So that's the one thing. And basically, this tax makes the empire rich. So think about it this way. If you're an empire and you want to defend yourself from outside invasions, you need a good military. Well, to have a good military, you have to be able to buy supplies, swords, shields, food, shoes, all these things for your soldiers. So by taxing this trade, the Byzantine Empire is able to afford these goods for their soldiers, meaning that they're able to defend themselves more. So I'm putting they can afford to supply the military. All right, so that's one of the main things, and you can see this if you look at. So I got to go to Turkey. By the way, Constantinople is. Today it's called Istanbul. It's the capital. No, it's not. Ankara is the capital. It's the largest city in modern-day Turkey. I got to go there last year, and you can see the wealth of the Byzantine Empire if you go there. So I want to show you a couple pictures of this. So first, because the Byzantine Empire is profiting so much off of this trade, they become one of the richest, I kind of already said that, they become one of the richest empires in the world at the time. And they basically use this wealth to try to recreate the glory that was the Roman Empire. They try to recreate basically the wonder of the city of Rome. And one of the main buildings that tries to accomplish that is this building called Hagia Sophia. So this building, let me process this. So this building, Hagia Sophia, really is, if you want to get a sense of what the monuments of the Roman Empire were like this is one of the most impressive structures I've ever seen in my life. I've been to Rome, I've been to China. This thing is truly mind-boggling when you get there. I don't know if you can get this perspective, but it's so huge. And this thing was built sorry, I'm processing. This thing was built in the 6th century CE. So this thing is over, what, 15, it's over 1,400 years old. It's almost 1,500 years old. Incredibly old structure, but no less mind-boggling because of that. So when you walk into the Hagia Sophia, it just expands above you. I mean, it's honestly one of those buildings you walk into the inside of, you look up, and it just takes your breath away. With the size of it, with the amount of time and the amount of money that had to go into it, the engineering skills that they needed to design something like this. And you can see, I don't know if you can get some perspective, but these are people down here. It's probably 140 feet up to the top, maybe even more. But it's truly, truly breathtaking. And what makes it even more impressive is that the entire interior of it is lined with, oh, that's not the right direction. Here we go. Turn your head that way. the entire interior of it is lined with gold. Like it is literally gold plated all along the ceiling. I mean, that right there is evidence of how wealthy this city was because of the trade routes that were making their way through. So I'm processing a little bit here. You should do the same. So it really is truly breathtaking, and if you look also at the, like this, I thought this picture was hilarious. We like waited for like 5-10 minutes, actually it was probably more than that, to get like a clear picture, and I walk up there, I hand my camera to my friend, and get ready to pose, and this lady right here walks into the shot just totally oblivious to what's happening, so I thought it was hilarious, and I was like, ah. Anyway. But these mosaics, again, gold-plated. This is actual gold that's made into the little tiles to represent Jesus and the saints and Mary. It is, again, truly breathtaking, both how beautiful it is, but also you think about the wealth, the money that had to go into this. Really representative of their power. The second major reason why Constantinople is so successful is it is one of the most, probably not one of, it is the most fortified cities in the world. So I'm going to show you a couple things to demonstrate this. First, Constantinople is built, it's a peninsula. So basically, if I come out, let me zoom out to this first map. So here's Constantinople. Basically, Constantinople is surrounded on three sides by water. On this side, by the sea. On the north side by an inlet, it's called the Golden Horn, and then on the east side, I guess if you're looking at it, no, wait, yeah, there we go, the east side by, I hope this video doesn't reverse when I put it on, whatever, by the Bosporus. So that's what you're looking at here. All right. So we zoomed in. This is Constantinople. If I zoomed out from this, Europe would be on the left, Asia would be on the right, and so on. So Africa would be down at the bottom. So basically, they built walls. This is what you're seeing here. This symbol right here. They built walls all around the entire side of it that's surrounded by water. They built these huge walls around this to prevent enemies from being able to sail up, land on the shore, and then invade or attack them. In addition to that, sometimes, like if an enemy was sailing up and looked like they were about to land, they could string across, like basically, here's the Golden Horn, they could string across cables and hide them just under the water, so that way when a boat would come up, it would hit these cables and it would rip holes into the bottom of the boat and cause the boat to sink. So I mean, this truly was the most difficult city to conquer, and for 1,000 years, a lot of people tried, and no one succeeded in actually taking the city. Incredibly impressive. A lot of that has to do with the walls themselves. So here's a picture. This is a photograph. Obviously, this is a recreation, but it uses, I mean, you can see this is the original base of the wall. Same thing here. These have been restored, but this is what these walls would have looked like when they were first built. So these walls were up to 60 feet tall, and that's what you're seeing in those towers right here and over here. So they're up to 60 feet tall. Sometimes they were 2 or 3 layers deep, and each layer was up to like 8 feet thick. So basically you could sling, squiggle, you could sling rocks, huge boulders at this thing from catapults all day long, and they would just bounce off because they were that strong. Probably what's even more impressive about this is how they were designed. Check this out. All right. So if you were attacking, you're coming from this side on the left. So first, you would have to swim across a moat filled with water. And as you're swimming across, this guy right here is shooting arrows at you. He is throwing spears at you. These guys up here are throwing arrows at, shooting arrows at you. Same thing with these guys up here. Like, it would not be a good place to be. Let's say you make it across that alive. Then you got to climb this, kill that guy, and then you end up here with another huge wall on top of you. So then you're, again, getting attacked by these guys. You have to find a way to scale the wall, kill that guy, come over here, kill that guy in the process. Then you're here. And again, then you have this huge tower to deal with all these windows. Guys are shooting out at you, and so on. You guys get the picture. It's multiple layers of defense. And basically, if you get over one, you just end up in the kill zone for another. Incredibly, incredibly well fortified city. So, because of this, I'll wrap this part up. Because of this, when these nomadic peoples invade and attack Constantinople, because of the wealth that they're able to generate from trade, they can afford to pay their military and supply them well. They also build these incredible fortifications around the city, preventing these people from being able to conquer the city and actually invade. So I want you to take a second, a couple minutes. I'm going to pause the video. I want you to answer this question. Explain why Constantinople was able to withstand the nomadic invasions. All right, so explain why Constantinople and the Byzantine Empire was able to withstand the nomadic invasions. Pause the video, answer that question. All right, moving on, we now are going to wrap this up by zooming in again on the Western Europe, the Western Roman Empire. And this will go fairly quickly because basically everything, basically everything that we talked about with the Byzantine Empire, this is kind of the opposite. Rome relies a great deal on trade. We talked about how they considered the Mediterranean Sea, they called it the Roman Sea. But Rome itself, it's right here, it's not exactly in a strategic trade position, right? Like, it's not in the middle of a trading route, it's just sort of in the middle of Italy. So basically, it's difficult processing.